girls and boys, Abby Brown here from Iowa PBS. But today, my friend Alex has invited us to the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden to learn more about how plants interact with water. And my friend Alana is joining us today to help. So Alana, you know that all plants need water to survive, right? Do you know how they get their water?
From their roots.
A lot of plants do, right, Alex?
Yes, most plants absorb water and nutrients from their roots. And you can see the roots right here in this plant. If you pour water in, where does the water go?
Right
To
down
the roots.
Yeah, right
To
down
the roots. Now those roots are gonna absorb all that water.
And these are plants that grow in Iowa, correct?
Yes, so we have some vegetables here. We have green beans, peas, and radishes.
Plants around the world do lots of different things, correct?
That's right, and especially here at the Botanical Garden, we have many tropical plants that can do it a little differently. So here we have some examples of some tropical plants. Now,
I've never seen these growing in Iowa, that's for sure. They're a lot different.
You might have these in your house as a house plant. Do you have any plants in your house? Yes, all right. So plants don't want water on their leaves. They want it on their roots. So these leaves have special skills to help them get rid of water.
Wow.
Can you feel these leaves?
You take this one.
What does it feel like?
It's soft.
It's kind of soft. Does it feel very smooth and waxy? That's gonna help the water roll off. Do you wanna spray this leaf? Spray this leaf. Whoa, do you see how the water just beads up? Now, if we spray enough water on here, all that water is gonna roll off this leaf and go down to the roots.
So how does this one use water?
So this leaf has what we call a drip tip. Do you see this point right here at the very end of the leaf? That helps the water run straight down the end of the leaf down towards its roots.
So you pretend to be the rain and drop some water right on top of that leaf and see what happens. More rain,
All
more
of it.
rain.
Lots of rain. There it
Oh,
goes.
look at that.
So that water is gonna run straight down into the soil where it can absorb it from its roots.
All right, Alex, so we know that most plants need to get their water to the where, Alana?
Roots.
To the roots, and they have some great ways of doing that, like waxy coatings and drip tips, but this plant does something completely different, right?
That's right. So this plant doesn't have big roots to absorb water. So this plant has to find different ways to soak up water, okay? Now look, this is a bromeliad. Look inside the center of this plant. Do you see that water in there? That is how this plant is holding the water to absorb it. Let's take some of that water out. Can you get some of that water? So inside of these plants, the bromeliads, they house
What is it called?
bromeliads.
Can you say that, Alana?
Bromeliads.
Bromeliad.
Very good. These plants host tiny microorganisms inside this water. There's an entire ecosystem.
No way, because it looks so clear.
But let's take a look at this.
Oh, look at that.
Do you see all that specks in there?
Alana, what do you think could be living in there?
I bet little creatures would be living in there.
That's right, tiny microorganisms live inside that water. But in the Amazon, these bromeliads get really big, and frogs and even salamanders can live inside of them.
So is this a plant that doesn't use roots to get water? It actually gets it through the stem?
That's right. So these roots have a couple different jobs, but the main one is to hang on to the limb that it might be living on.
Now this plant doesn't look like it has a whole lot of roots either.
That's right. So this is called an air plant. Can you say air plant?
Air plant.
Air
And-
plant.
Yes, and they're called air plants because they live high up in the air and they don't have very many roots. This one only has a few to hang on to the limb that it's hanging on. Now this plant, what color are the leaves?
Gray.
They're gray, and it gives that gray color from tiny hairs called trichomes on the leaves.
And it's really dry right now.
It's very dry, it needs a drink. Alana, do you want to give this plant a drink? All you have to do is dunk it in that jar of water. Go ahead.
Ooh, this could be great. Oh, delicious water. Look at that.
So you can actually see the plant
Keep going.
drinking and absorbing that water.
Let's take a look. What color is it now?
Dark green.
Dark green, so those tiny hairs are absorbing the water.
That's great. Should we try this one too? Give that one a try. This one is dry
Yes,
and ready for a drink.
ready for a drink.
Do it, Alana. Let's see. Oh, what color is it now?
Whoa, it's like magic.
It's green now. learned so much today. Alex, thank you.
You are so welcome. So we talked about how normal plants absorb water through their
Roots.
roots, but some plants do it a little differently if they don't have roots, right? They can absorb it through their leaves or hold it in their leaves. Plants are very diverse and they do it in lots of different ways.
Plants interact with water in lots of different ways here at the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden. Thank you so much, Alex.
You're welcome.
Take a look at the plants in your own neighborhood and see if you can figure out how they interact with water. What adventures will you go on?
Have fun with it.